passing game kind of get you going in the second half?
Yeah, he had a couple of great runs. That first drive, I think it was 2 plays, and handed off. I think we might have got pressure backside, and he did the rest. Offensive line gave him a little crease. I think he broke a tackle and then turned on the Jets. So he had a few big runs tonight. It was good to see.
In the second half, what was working for you passing the second half?
Yeah, we were connecting on some things early on. I feel like we touched a lot of different areas of the pass game today. Got a couple RPOs in there. We got a couple movement throws. Did some space and stuff, and then took a couple shots. We still left some out there, so that's a little bit frustrating. But it's good to be a little bit frustrated after a win, And so our defense played outstanding today. It should have been 0 for a while there. I gifted them 7. But the passing game got going pretty good.
Last couple of weeks, y'all have been able to stretch the field vertically, hit some big plays downfield. Just what does that do for the offense when you guys are able to hit them shots?
Yeah, it helps a ton. Chunk plays. You talk about explosives. You want to get explosives on the ground and through the air, and so being able to do it both ways and be two-dimensional on offense is great. And so credit to our guys for getting open, say down the field, and a couple of nice catches over the middle, and then making something happen with it after. So it's good, and we got to continue to build on that.
Obviously, there were drops today by the receivers. I think there were a couple times like Javarius had a drop, and then you went right back to the next play, made a big play. Just kind of keeping your faith in your guys like that. Even if they're having a tough day, with some of the drops. So what was going through your mind there?
Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking, I think with Holden last week, about how people say you go back to a guy. And, us as quarterbacks most of the time, we don't even realize that I'm going back to him because he's just part of the progression.
Sure.
And so if the defense does this, that if he pushes, I'm going to throw it to that guy because he's open. I can't go, oh, he dropped the last ball, so I'm going to move to the next one. The next guy's covered. Rarely are there times where you're choosing which receiver you're throwing. Most of the time that's man coverage and shots and stuff. So it's just credit to him for putting it behind him and then moving forward and making a play. So that's that.
Talk about walking out and seeing the whole side of the stadium orange and almost this being a home game. What was that like as coming into this game?
It was awesome. I hate to say that I expected it to be like that because our fans have shown up all year and have been outstanding. But we were walking out of the tunnel. I can't remember who I was walking next to. I said, "Man, this looks like a home game." And again, shout out to our fans for making the trip, and hope they have a good time tonight.
Payton, what do you think it says about the mental toughness, the resiliency of this team to lose 4 straight and then bounce back like you guys have won 2 straight?
Yeah, it says a lot. I said this a couple weeks ago. I really didn't feel in that stretch that we had guys that were with their head down or quitting or going a different direction. And so that says a lot about the character of the guys that we have in the locker room, and our coaches kept pushing as well. And so it's something that you'll be able to go back on. And if you attack it with the right mindset, which I think most guys did, we'll be able to go back on that and say, hey, remember when we did this? And so whenever adversity comes again, and it will, we can go back to that.
Now that you guys have had 2 consecutive games just without quarterback rotation, how much more comfortable are you feeling with kind of just your rhythm, knowledge of the offense, and all that, kind of more time?
Yeah, it feels good. I feel like we're on the same page right now, and like you say, it helps, I guess, with rhythm and being able to, just know that you're going to be out there, I guess, is the biggest thing. And so, just keep rolling, and I'm going to keep, trying to put my best foot forward no matter what, and hopefully we'll keep winning.
Back-to-back weeks, you guys go to Jeremiah down in the red zone. He scores a touchdown. What does he bring to you guys in the red zone, specifically when he gets to come out there and do some of that stuff?
Yeah, he's a stud. You guys are going to see a lot more of him in the coming years. He's a great dude, too. But he's got a lot of speed, and he's not just a straight line guy. He can put his foot in the ground, too, and get vertical. So, getting him the ball, we always feel good. We have a lot of good backs, and so getting our ball to any of our 4 or 5 backs is always good, and Jeremiah is one of those guys, and he's done a lot of good things when he's had the ball in his hands. So I would imagine we're going to keep giving it to him like we have been.
Yeah, impressed with his hands, especially some of the receiver stuff he can do as a young running back.
Yeah, I don't see him as a traditional running back.
Right.
He can do a lot. He can run routes out of the backfield. I haven't seen him run like routes split out yet, but I'm sure in the off season or something, or in these coming weeks during practice, people will get to see what he can do out there. But like I said, he's an all-purpose back, and he's going to keep doing that.
I think you already addressed this a little bit, but when you have the receiver drops, what's your message to those guys to keep them confident, keep them focus in the game?
You got to forget about it. It sounds corny sometimes, but there's nothing you can do about it. We would love to go back in the past and fix it, but there's nothing you can do about it. When you throw a pick and you didn't see the guy at any point, you can be pissed off about it, but at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do about it. You got to move on to the next thing and learn from it. And so, just going over those guys and patting them on the back and just trying to uplift them, and then also just move forward. You got to forget about it. You got to move on. You've caught a million passes in your life, so just keep rolling with it.
You mentioned that pick that you had. What did you kind of see on that play? What were they doing? Maybe confuse you on that play?
I didn't see 22. So that much. I'll have to look back on it. We ran the play early in the game. I think we might have ran it a couple times before that. And my first read was an inside dig. Felt like they collapsed on that, so I went outside. Like I said, I don't know 100% what covers they were in. They were playing a lot of three to us on third down. On that one, we had a second dig coming back that was a little deeper. Didn't feel great. I felt like the safety was going to have a chance to drive on that. And I saw Valdo out there, and I thought he was wide open. You look at it, I kind of not lobbed it to him, but didn't rifle it in there to him because I thought he was wide open. And so I'm looking out there like he's going to catch and run and get the first down. And until the ball got to him, I thought, oh, great. And then this dude comes out of nowhere, and it caught me off guard. I think it was the end that dropped. I don't know 100%. That's what I was told on the sideline, but that was a tough one.
You mentioned Jeremiah, just some of the young guys just getting extra practice time. You guys aren't quite at 6 wins yet, but how much of a focus is getting that 6 wins, getting those extra practices, and what that could mean for you guys?
Yeah, obviously that's big for a first-year coach and coaching staff, and not being in the bowl game last year, and just making that step forward. Getting back on the right track. And so, like I talked about earlier, we can't do anything about our 4 losses, but we can do something about these games in front of us. So we're focused on every week, and if that 6th win comes along the way, then that's awesome. But we're just focused on 1 week at a time, as annoying as that may sound.
Thank you, Greg.
Yep.